today. From Hard Rock.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers a week ago for Cook. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Man in motion left. That's Collins. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Taylor. Throw caught by Achane. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Well, yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Play action, it's Taylor. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Gardner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
They're going on fourth down. It's Taylor out to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And Davis will have a Bills first down as he'll give this down to the 41. On play action, Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give that sack to Kaiir Elam on the corner blitz. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They need 12 here. It's third down. Here's Allen. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, this is still the first half of the season. But this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Taylor. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. Here's a toss left for Achane. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 3. Waddle, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. He may go. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. In motion right, that's Hardman. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, Allen. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Allen now on first down. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back up. Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and 8. They go play action now. Taylor. Jalen Waddle. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Taylor. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd down and 6 now. Now Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Through the middle of the field. Stephon Diggs. He's to the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Waddle, the motion man right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 97 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yards on that run. Let's get back at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll run for it with Achane. And able to push across midfield to the 47.